everyone. So a couple days ago, I shared a video called How I Build the Perfect Cozy Reading Moment to Quiet My Busy Mind. In it, I talked about creating calm, about building cozy moments on purpose, books and quiet routines that help me feel grounded. But today I want to talk about the part that I didn't share in the video. The other side of cozy, the messy, uncomfortable part. Because sometimes, even when we try and rest and slow down, cozy moments don't bring peace. Sometimes they bring overwhelm. Maybe you sit down with a book, ready to escape, but your mind just won't stop racing. Maybe the words feel heavy. The story's hard to follow, or you're caught in a loop of worries instead of the story. Maybe you start building Lego, hoping for a fun distraction, but get frustrated when the pieces don't fit right, or you lose a tiny piece or the instructions seem impossible to follow. And maybe journaling, a tool for reflection and calm, feels overwhelming. I want to be honest here because cozy can sometimes feel like a burden rather than a balm. There's this silent, often unspoken pressure that we should be able to slow down and feel calm, that our cozy moments should be peaceful and perfect. And like I shared in the last video, when you're already in a dark place mentally, those cozy moments just don't always land. If they feel forced, they can actually make things worse. For me, they usually help, most of the time. Reading or journaling or just sitting quietly does give me a sense of ease. But there have been moments when I tried to read and just stared at the page, or I sit down with a cup of tea and I end up just staring into space. It's frustrating when these things that are supposed to bring comfort just don't work. And that's when overwhelm really kicks in. The truth is, cozy doesn't have to be a perfect picture. It doesn't have to look like an Instagram post with candles, soft blankets, and a steaming mug that never spills. Cozy can be messy. It can be restless thoughts that keep pulling you away from the page. It can be frustration when the Lego pieces don't cooperate. It can be a journal filled with scribbles and half-written sentences or pages you can't bear to look at. It can be a craft project that isn't turning out the way you pictured. A recipe that just didn't work. The one that you hoped would feel comforting at the end, but ended up in a pile of dishes and disappointment. Even the quietest moments can carry weight you didn't expect. And that's okay. What I've learned is that cozy is not the absence of overwhelm. Cozy is allowing yourself to be with whatever is happening inside, even if it means just sitting in discomfort and uncertainty. It's about giving yourself permission to slow down without the pressure to fix or control everything. It's about embracing the messiness, the wandering mind, the restless heart as part of the journey. I think part of the problem is that we live in a world that values productivity and perfection. Even in our downtime, we can feel like we have to be productive, finishing a book, completing a project, writing a good journal entry. But when that doesn't happen, we're hard on ourselves. I know I've been there, feeling guilty about not just being able to just relax, or frustrated with myself for getting distracted or stuck. But over time, I've realized that self-compassion is the key. Being kind to myself when those cozy days feel overwhelming, instead of pushing harder or expecting perfection, it's okay to say, today's hard, I'm tired, I need to just show up the best way I can. So maybe cozy is less about what you do and more about how you treat yourself while doing it. Whether that means reading a few pages or just sitting quietly with your thoughts. Whether that means building Lego for 5 minutes or stepping away and coming back later. Whether that means writing a few words or just doodling. So yeah, that's my cozy chaos report. Not exactly soothing tea sipping vibes, but hey, at least I didn't throw my journal across the room. If you've been there too, solidarity, we are doing our best. If you like this video or just feel seen in the chaos, feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment below. I'd love to hear how your cozy days really go.